Well, I've always been interested in biochemistry, and the ketogenic diet is a metabolism-based therapy. It changes the whole body metabolism, and I find it very interesting and exciting to see how great impact nutrition can have. We see that especially in the ketogenic diet, children becoming seizure-free on the ketogenic diet. That's quite amazing. So it's a very interesting area. We offer both the classical and the modified ketogenic diet to adults, of which the modified Atkins diet is the most often used. The classical ketogenic diet is usually used for patients with tube feeding or GLUT1 deficiency or pediatric patients transitioning from the pediatric service to the adult service that want to continue with that type of diet. The modified ketogenic diet is initiated at home. The patient comes for a 4 days admission to our center. Then we have an educational course where we go through all the information the patient needs in order to be able to initiate the diet on a pre-planned date at home. We initiate the diet with 16 to 20 grams of carbohydrates per day. There is no fluid or calorie restrictions, and high-fat foods are encouraged. Protein-rich foods are eaten in adequate amounts, but we do not recommend the patients to increase the proteins too much. That's maybe a little bit different from how other centers is practicing the modified Atkins diet. So we see that our patients have a ketogenic ratio of 1:1 to 2.5:1, so that's actually quite high for a modified diet. And of course the diet is fully supplemented with vitamins and minerals and omega-3 fatty acids. So when the patient has been to the educational course, he or she goes home and starts the modified ketogenic diet. And the first follow-up consultation is after 4 weeks. The patient meets with the adult KD team. We go through all practical issues. We take blood samples. We go through the seizure recording. And if the patient continues with the diet, the next follow-up is after 12 weeks of dietary treatment. And after 12 weeks, we usually can evaluate efficacy, but sometimes you also need a little bit longer time, maybe up to 6 months. And if the patient has a good effect, no adverse effects, and is motivated to continue with the dietary treatment, the patient will be followed up after 6 and 12 months. I think that maybe we have managed to have a good transition from the pediatric to the adult services. I have understood that it's a problem at many hospitals, and after some years of struggling, we now have a good routine for that. And we have a very close collaboration between the pediatric and the adult KD team. And also we have quite many GLUT1 deficiency patients using the classical ketogenic diet. And I think that our experience is that for some patients, the classical ketogenic diet is more effective, and it's maybe necessary to stay on a strict diet in order to have an optimal effect. Well, we have learned a lot about GLUT1 deficiency and the dietary treatments the last decades, but still it's a lot we do not know about the phenotypic spectrum, the natural course of the disease, how to diagnose the disease early, and of course how to have the most optimal treatments. And I think research is really important in order to ensure frontline thinking and up-to-date information to the clinicians. So it's definitely a huge field where we have learned a lot, but still it's so much we do not know. It's a lot of exciting research on these potential new treatments. and also on gene therapy and how we maybe can cure the disease in the future. So hopefully we will be able to offer much better treatments, and the ketogenic diet is efficient, but it's very difficult to stay on a strict diet for your whole life. So if we are able to offer maybe a less strict diet or some other treatments in addition to the ketogenic diets, that would be great for the patients and have a huge impact of their lives.